for a short gain.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Up 2nd and 8.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A dive and a catch. Incredible. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time by talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and we saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Montez Sweat there on the tackle. Now after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Once to his right. Got his man at the 6. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
And I really like the play call, especially given this situation. But remember, these defensive players, they get paid too. So even though it's maybe something they weren't necessarily prepared all week to defend, they got the stop before he was able to score.
Saquon.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal.
Don't touch that. 180, 180. Don't touch.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. It is brought in the end zone. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles.
Eagles.
Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Williams going to throw on the first play. That one complete to Moore. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Back deep, Jahan Dotson. And that's going to bounce out of bounds, giving them a short field to work with here. Here's Barkley. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Second and 10. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for an Eagles first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
On second down, Barkley. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Good, set. Anyone here?
They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Eagles.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Moving outside the pocket. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Williams to throw on second down. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You did that to yourself that time. You hear me?
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a